Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? I just woke up, so you know how it goes. If it's a Saturday and Sunday stream, we're gonna have a weird voice for a bit. But how's everyone doing? Hello, Devil. Welcome, welcome. Are we ready to curse more people, maybe? Or die? Either or. Doing good? Nice, nice. Yeah, and happy September, finally. It's September. A little sick, I'm sorry. That stinks, that's never good. But as long as you rest. So sleepy. I feel that. I got up like an hour ago and just laid in bed. I was watching a little bit of Happy. Hello, Joms. Welcome, welcome, and happy birthday to you too. But yeah, my goal is to finish Paranormasight. I'm hoping by Sunday, but it all depends on It really all depends on how today goes, really. Yeah, happy Labor Day weekend to Americans. The long weekend. Hello, Teddy. Yeah, I can toggle on my shirt. Well, we know what that does. What? Okay. Well. No, what? Oh my god, it won't let me switch. Okay, well, I can't turn the jacket on and off. Sorry. So, some of my toggles are on certain things, and it's like reacting with OBS and not VTube Studio. So, oops! Story of my life. What else is new? Alright, let's just jump right in. I didn't get the game set up because, like I said, I'm a horrible person. Video capture. No. Steam. Come on, there we go. Alright. I should have got everything ready, but I was just this morning. I just wanted to lay in bed, so I'm sorry. Alright. Alright, let's jump right into it. Because I really... Yeah, we're way over here. So I don't want to do this one yet, because I'm not ready to do that voice. This one, I have no voices. So we're gonna go here. But yeah, my goal is to finish this game soon. Because I really want to play Decarnation Monday. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. You're up. Huh? It's morning? You're standing outside, child. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? I'm... Yes, I'm Yako Sakazaki. Good, seems like you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. Yeah, in the other ending you weren't. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. But in that situation, it's the best you can hope for. I mean, I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay. It's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad that you've been wrapped up in all of this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just, who are you exactly, Mio? Oh, well, the truth is, I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Hmm? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff? Like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh, that sounds like it must have been tough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like the assistant, to a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances because young people tend to be more I can't speak. Susceptible to these things. Christ. Okay, guys. It's morning. I just woke up. Don't judge. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. You're so cool in Pog. I don't know, man. Maybe not this stream. Oh, that's amazing. So it's like a part-time job you do while also being a student? I mean, do you get paid for it? If you do, that's a part-time job. If not... Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, thank you for the resub, Gloomy. Thank you, thank you. So she doesn't get any money. Oh, you've got it rough then. But still, that really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah, we can just skip school. Why do we need to go to school? Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring Michio back? I mean... I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but if it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. Oh, hello, Seishu. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse, no matter what. But maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so that we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay then, let's go. Let's not go to school. I don't want to go to school. It's too early. I don't know how I did this before going to school. Oh, my avatar's on the wrong side of the damn screen. This is why you set up your stream stuff before stream. Where's... There it is. Bloop, 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 bloop. There we go. Now I'm looking at the right place. I thought it unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Shit, what happened? Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. Well, I mean, no one died here. Like, but everyone got out. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Okay. Mr. Jonochi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds? What? They're closing the school for today. But that's not all. Oh. So either it was the serial killer fuck, I can't speak. It's either the janitor who committed all those crimes 20 years ago, or it could be that girl that the teacher was talking to, but that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. Okay, so far there's only been one body. Wow. I need to wake up before morning streams. I can't speak or anything. What? There's no way! Why? Could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Junouchi's body was in the middle of the grounds, but his body was covered in bruises, like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh. So the curses really do kill people. Yeah, Yako! What the hell? Is she just now realizing this? And someone used it. Shh. Keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Oh, sorry. I wish I had a little more information, but they've locked the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Hey, the girl! I forgot her name. We'll be told. That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right. That's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night too. She must know something about Mr. Junouchi. Let's go see what she has to say. Oh, Mio, wait for me. Huh? So you're telling me the two of you were the ones at the school last night? She has a cute hairstyle. Very cute. No sense hiding it then. Plus I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you... Why do you owe Mio something? Hello, Real. Welcome. Thank you. She owes you? Oh, ooh, we're gonna learn it right now. Oh, yeah. Right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcism. And she gave you an exorcism? Huh, so that's what it was. I'm curious about this. Hitomi, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, that weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated as they struggle to relate to the people around them. Hello, Kaze. Welcome, welcome. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It is possible when spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and a child, but you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. See, this is gonna come back. This is gonna come back. It's when the two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see them on TV are all bogus? Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though, there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. There are people who, in life, had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with that person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. Future plot, yeah, man. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you were choosing that behavior of your own will or not? Hence why there are a lot of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. That's kind of creepy. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host, the deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty So, in the last stream, we had the serial killer janitor call the cop. The serial killer, hi Mickey, welcome. The serial killer janitor is a curse bearer. He has a curse. And his stepdaughter died by suicide, by jumping off a place. He went to the school last night where Mr. Janochi was, and Mr. Janochi died by jumping off a high place. So I'm thinking, these suicides are part of the curse bearer things for that janitor. So I think no Pokemon. Oh yeah, we are not touching that game on stream again. Oh. After the last stream, no. But yeah, I think I don't understand the plot one bit. I think it's kind of hard when you like wait a week to continue the game. So I understand that, but I think I'm kind of getting it. But I do think the janitor is killing the people. Hello Dara, welcome. It's been a hot minute. How have you been? It must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, Hitomi. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them is your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I'll pass. No, I want more about this exorcism. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up, all of a sudden saying she was gonna exorcise me. I mean, I think I would too. Been okay. First work week finished after my week off. Ooh, nice. Hopefully it was an easy week back. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything? You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. Huh. I guess that makes sense. Oh, Janochi's death. Did you hear about Mr. Janochi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What exactly happened? Don't really know myself. It was... Oh, thank you for the resub, Isaac, and also hello, welcome on in. Well, I can tell you. It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden. Ran out to the ground like something was chasing him oh, he didn't jump. Okay. Then screamed. Somebody help me, forgive me, Michio. Or something like that while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio? Was there anyone else on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. But for just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Hang on. I don't think we have any of that. Who has braids? Who has braids? She's not around. Well, that's terrifying. Oh? I didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. Then I heard him begging for his life like, I was wrong and I'll do anything. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped. Even though he was just standing there. Oh, Jesus. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him? He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I better get out of there. Shit, I would too. Then he croaked. That's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's Oh, she would have solved it. It almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonochi and killed him. Hell if I know anything about that. I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit, and she's not wrong. Not like they'd believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Ooh! You can trust the old man in Aereo. They're Pog. Oh no! Yeah, I guess there was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. He's not around anymore, Hitomi. He passed last night. You can trust Aereo and Tatsumi, the old man and the young guy. But he died just the other day. Oh, he did? I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Yeah, it's kind of 2 for 2 right now, Hitomi. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't? Yeah, this was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure that was hard enough for you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey Mio, I've been thinking something. Hmm? The way she described it, it reminded me of something. Oh, see, she's connecting it. See, I'm just a step ahead. The way Mr. Jonochi died, it sounds a lot like how Michio died. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she had fallen off from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? Yes, it's the serial killer janitor. I keep forgetting. What was his name? Nagi? Hang on. Give me 5 seconds. I gotta find the serial killer. No. That's his old name. What's his new name? There it is. This is his new name. So it's Najima and then Makoto. I'm gonna forget. I remember Makoto. I'm just gonna remember Makoto. Okay, I already read that. I don't think so. The curses of the 7 mysteries hadn't met... The curses of the 7 mysteries hadn't manifest when she died. That's true, but... I don't know. And if we can trust what the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. I don't know, that's just a little... I don't know. It's too similar. Hitomi, last night before you witnessed Mr. Jonochi collapse, can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You gonna tell the cops? Why? What were you doing? Oh, right. With everything that happened with Mr. Jonochi, they'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him last night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyways. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So last night, that piece of shit Jonochi called me over, acting like he was gonna attack me or so? What the fuck's going on? What? How terrible! I have my window open, so I hope no one can hear me. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling police worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. Is this because... No. Kai's an investigator, so when he talked to Kai, it wasn't a police, it was a private detective. That asshole was the one always acting like scum, if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us more in detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? What do you mean by Mr. Jonochi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Shirashi, right? The girl who killed herself? Huh? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt? And he was using it to blackmail her, call her up after school, and make her do whatever... Oh. What? What do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing that a couple of model students like you would ever get involved in. No. No way. That's... How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I have not known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Jonochi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul? She probably felt like she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to... Interesting. I'm wondering... What if Michio's stepfather actually cared about her? And, like, he's a curse bearer now. So he went after Jonochi, and the way he died was the same way Michio died. Because of that connection and, like, the stepfather's resentment to him. And maybe that's why Jonochi saw Michio's spirit. Interesting. I'm probably completely wrong, but you know. No. How terrible. Hitomi, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. Oh, Christ. I know the spots around the school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him, asking what he was doing. Walked in on it. I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me that she was fine and to keep it a secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth till it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. So I'm wondering if Michio did lead the little kid to his death, and that's why she's just taken this blackmail. I forgot that kid's name. Too many names to remember. What's that damn kid's name? Hang on. Where are you? What was the there? Suichi! Okay. Of course, Jonochi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I can do about it now. Hitomi, if you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me she was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? Did you hear what this dirt was? Nope, never heard what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long? The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been doing. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know? There must be some reason. Don't know. Got nothing to do with me. So last night... Oh, shit. So last night, how did it start? Ah, right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks. So he was the only one I could talk to. Huh. So there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time he suddenly introduced his... Okay, the fiancé. Are we gonna get a name? He suddenly introduced his fiancé to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. That's cute. She told me that she was like me when she was my age, and that she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her too. Yeah, I do feel a little bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens that... It told me, you're around a lot of people who die. Like, this is 2 for 2. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he'd listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day he called me over there, like usual. But something seemed off about him. Like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor too. That was pretty unusual. A favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on... Talisman. Yeah, just like a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's it, then sure, I'll take it. I don't think he was a curse bearer. Oh, she has it with her. I have it with me now. I want to see it. But that wasn't all. Then he told me that he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Chirishi had that looked like this. Huh? Michio? What does she have to do with this? A coinky dink? Oh, I don't know. These games are very interwoven. Like, everything connects. Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. Oh! While they were together, he noticed that she had, like, a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michio had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me. Could there have been something that Michio couldn't tell even the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonochi was doing to her. Hard to talk with cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't just have his eyes on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I looked inside, there's just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. So you've seen inside it. Shit, I clicked that. So you've seen inside of it. Hang on. I need to see... I want to see if these are made out of wood. No. We're missing 3 of them. No, I don't see any wood. Okay. I thought maybe cursed stone type of deal. But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass. I figured he had to be serious about it. Oh, and since he died right after that. Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those 2 talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi. Is that Ario's last name? Damn it. Ario. No! It's a Jean Ario. I don't know who that other cop is, because this is the one we play. Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know, he probably felt that something was gonna happen to him. Nakagoshi. Do you know him, Mio? No, I've just heard the name. I think... So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Anyways, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. Who the hell is Nakagoshi, though? Hitomi. Yeah? That talisman. Would you mind if I take a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. Okay. So last night, you were looking for the talisman Michio had. Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now. Come to the school Well, hopefully that loud car noise did not come through the mic. He even gave me the code to the lock on the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he used it for secret meetings before. Yuck, I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made any sense. Like that I was really Michio and stuff like... He thought she was Michio? He went on and on about how it was my fault and that if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Ooh. Were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you 2 showed up. I was able to get away while Jonochi was freaking out. Oh my gosh. Good thing you got away. So it's really all thanks to you 2 that I got away. But I didn't get any information about the talisman, so this whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you 2 were up to, so I hid nearby. Oh shit. Then I saw you and old man Ashimi talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Jonochi come back outside and bite it. I see. So you were only here to look for Michio's talisman? I was dumb to fall for that creep Jonochi's trap so easily. I could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. I can't talk. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Jonochi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way. You mean that really was her ghost? Like, for real? Those who die bearing a strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it'd usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. See, again, I'm wondering if Michio possessed, like, her stepdad or something. I don't know. Huh. I wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then supposing that the spirit board said... And supposing what the spirit board said is true... Oh my god, hang on. Alright, then supposing what the spirit board said is true, and Michio's death was an accident, then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much that she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure, thank you, Hitomi. I'm amazed how these middle school people can think, like, my brain wasn't this high function back then. No, I feel that. I feel that. I guess. People in the 80s in middle school were just a lot smarter. Or high school. I think they're in high school, actually. We'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info? Where we can normally find you? Right. I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks. We'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up. You were the one avoiding me. Anyways, catch you later. And don't die out there, okay? Thanks, we'll be careful. Aw, how cute. We got a new friend. Oh. Shit, hang on. Alright then. Okay, no, I already said that. We're good. Sorry. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Jonouchi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. I already knew this, Mio. Let me be in the game, and I will solve everything. Or I'll get killed in like the first 2 seconds. Either or. Which means there was a curse bearer at the school. Multiple, in fact. Yep. There was Yako, the one guy, and then the janitor. Makoto. And then the other guy, which is Hideki, or Hideki. I'm gonna remember these names. I'm gonna be a good person. Multiple? You think so? Yes, Yako. I mean, technically you don't know because you're still alive and you didn't die by them. Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Jonouchi seem to be different. The most dreaded curse bearer of all, that one guy. His name strikes fear into the hearts of all who hear it. Yeah, if you can remember his name. The people in the school at the time, other than us, were Mr. Jonouchi, Hitomi, and Old Man Ashimiya. Makoto. Just Makoto. Who you ran into. I was thinking would be among them, but... Well, no, you don't know about Hideki. But there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. Okay, so there's 5 people other than us. From what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's one. Mr. Jonouchi is pretty suspicious, though. If he were a curse bearer, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right. That's why I say there are multiple. Oh, right. The person who killed Mr. Jonouchi would have to be one, too. Which means it must either be the mysterious girl or Old Man Ashimi? Makoto. We're just going with Makoto. I need to stop reading that. Yeah, we should certainly be careful of them. That said, yeah, be careful of him, Mio. You lost your leg to him. I was there. The mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonouchi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. Of course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered. I also saw Mr. Hideki outside the main gate last night. There we go. Let's get that guy in here. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses, given that he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of Old Man Makoto and Hideki. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... Oh, girl, no. They are hostile. They are hostile. As for what to do now, I'd like to find who was responsible for the Feast of Shadows that set this off and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it at its source. That makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Arashi. Hideki. I think I can say, Arashi correctly enough. Okay. He definitely knows something. It should be safer during the day, so I think we should try to look for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. But the school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading some places someone may know where he is. Where to go then? He's probably crying because he doesn't have his curse anymore. Let's go to the bridge. We get a free day off of school. This is nice. And so, Mio Kurisuza and Yako Sakazaki decided on their next location to investigate. Did I click the wrong thing? Maybe? Ah, shit. Damn it. I thought I had more time. Okay, let me get comfortable, because I have to slouch when I do this one guy's voice. Let me get started. Curse myself for freaking doing that voice. I don't even know if I can do it today. Please just talk, Ario. Please. Sorry for the wait, boss, but I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough. Oh, God. I have to scrunch up now. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some information. Let me fill you in. Thanks. The floor's yours. Oh, God. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. Okay, who were they? So let's start with this one. The young man we found here. I'm still sad that he died. Like, damn, this poor protagonist. He's been identified as Shogo Oki, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned. He drowned? In the middle of the park? That's not possible. It's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here. About that, boss. Isn't this park associated with one of the 7 mysteries, too? Yeah, the Whispering Canal. That's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a connection between a canal and death by drowning, don't you think? Sharp thinking, Ariel. You're starting to get the hang of this. So, let's assume they're related. What's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamazawa. This is one we don't know about. The victim has been identified as Tawoko Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. We have never saw that name. I don't know who that is. As for the cause of death, well... Yes? The entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, We're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her. So kind of like a foot. I think Yutaro got to her before we got to him. Because, like, that's the only one I can think of, is, like, the foot. Because, like, the foot came out and, like, busted through the thing. Hang on, are you saying... She was stepped on! I was right! Foot washing mansion. So Yutaro did do it. Oh, I'm so smart! Exactly. Crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the 7 mysteries. Then this is... Oh, wrong voice. Then this is... I can't speak! Then is this Namigaki's doing? Shit, I knew he'd used it. Judging by the amount of souls, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. I'm falling out of my fucking chair. Oh shit. Oh, God. We're not gonna be able to do Tetsumi's voice if I keep falling out of my damn chair. I'll sit up and try to do his voice, but I don't think I can get that low while I'm sitting up. Guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs. Got it. And as for the 3rd victim... Oh, Jonochi, I forgot about him. He was identified as Kohai Jonochi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. Since he was found in the middle of the courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. A teacher dying at the school? And not just any school. Kamagata House is one of the 7 mysteries. Yeah. Oh, this. Right. It's where the fool's, procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. I see. Either way, it seems all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries. There's probably a curse bearer at the center of it all, pulling the strings. But you've got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right, and Heimji's case wasn't all that different either. He also died of mysterious causes in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. Problem is that the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries? That's a thought, but if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner. One who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. There aren't many people in this day and age who could do something like that. Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. But we can't rule out that there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Ew, yikes, I didn't think of that. But there is one silver lining. Judging by our own curse stone, it seems that the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news! So basically we're safe during the daytime. Exactly. It's also likely why Najima gave us until dusk. Ah, he must have known the curse stone couldn't be used during the day. Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Aye aye, boss. Let's do this. He's been up all night collecting information. Must be nice to be young and have that kind of energy, but I'm glad to have him on my side. It gave me a chance to rest up. This poor man never went to bed. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yutaro Namagaki had the foot washing mansion, Hideki Arashi had the ever-burning lantern, and we've got both of their curse stones. And then there's Najima, who claims he has the one-sided reed. Yeah, that about sums it up. We'd better figure out who the remaining 5 are quick. How should we go about looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Najima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look into a little more into Yoshimi. I've got a feeling there's more connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. I asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau, where Yoshimi was stationed. It seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shirashi. Ah yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it was a suicide. Whether it really was a suicide. Looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play, cause he ordered a full investigation. But it already been deemed suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things. Is there? I feel like another curse bearer that we don't know about is a cop. Cause he wanted a full investigation and they're telling him, nope, we're shutting that shit down. Huh. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building, a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but he thought there was more to it. Yes, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. Was she hit by a car? So there is a chance that it wasn't a suicide. What a terrible way to go. There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly. So I asked the traffic bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard. So we've got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible that someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. You think the driver is the one who did him in? Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to forensics and the traffic bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shirishi's address. Yoshimi went over there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Good thinking. Hopefully... my throat. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move on to the next topic. Nope. I meant to talk to you. Remember that girl Yoshimi met Remember the girl Yoshimi met with the day he died? One Hitomi Okuda? Okuda. I think it's Okuda. Community Safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Not even an address? Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sounds of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have the time for a stakeout right now. But she could be a key witness. Can't we have community safety tracker down for us? We can ask, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today.
Because of the teacher that died?
That's right.
Alright. But if it's not something we can do today, we may have to forget about it. Let's move on then.
Okay, I thought maybe someone would be around here. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiancé from Community Safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. Ooh, we gonna meet the fiancé? Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But...
oh boy, here it comes. But what?
Community Safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence.
There it is. Can't things just be easy for once?
She's cute. She's cute. We gotta keep her alive.
It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps?
It is fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or spouse, but Yoshimi was well liked, and they'd been together for over 10 years.
You never know. Things could have been different behind the closed doors.
I guess so.
But we'll have to consider the opposite scenario, too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancé as well. He could be in danger.
You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. HQ has mobilized the search unit for Najima. Please, let's just call him Makoto. But so far, we haven't received any word.
Guessing he wasn't at home or work?
About that. Apparently he vacated the last known address a week ago.
You serious? So we have no idea where he lives.
It gets worse. I checked in with the factory. Wait a minute. I thought it was connected that the janitor and the serial killer were the same person. The janitor works at the school. They're saying factory. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit.
Hold on a second. You're telling me nobody caught that?
Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Najima when he moved to a new place.
Jeez, that's just sloppy.
I've heard that they're given parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in prisons. Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked.
So Najima got to fuck about unsupervised? God damn it. That asshole is annoying good at faking remorse. Or insanity. Whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth.
He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. That explains why he so brazenly made contact.
That asshole, he's mocking us.
Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed.
That's gonna take way too long. We've only got until dusk.
Speaking of Najima...
Yeah?
Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into a protective custody as soon as possible.
Not yet. I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up. I don't have her contact information, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother that it was an emergency, and that we'd send an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree. I can't speak today, Jesus. I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you, her former father, can't find her, I mean, he's still her father. Like, just because the mother and father got a divorce doesn't mean she loses her father. Her father is her father. How the hell did Najima do it? Former, eh? Oh shit! Yep, he brings that up. Yikes! Sorry, it just kind of slipped out. Dude! Anyways, I suspect it has something to do with his curse echo. Back on topic already, huh? He said his curse could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to cut from a distance. I see. The one-sided read. What was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up? Alright. One of the more gruesome of the 7 mysteries. There we go. As for Najima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it till we find something. I'll check with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue? Oh, I love this music. We love to hear this. We can go to Kamagata High School to look into Hitomi Okoda or Michio Shirishi's house to find out more about her. There's a lot we need to do, but not a lot we can do. This ain't looking good. We're gonna run out of time if we don't do something. Gotta keep moving. Alright. We need to move. There. Oh! We have another one with them, but let's jump up here so my voice isn't dying. Because now we're back with the private investigator and the woman. Good morning, ma'am. How you feeling? I'm fine. I hope we can make good progress today. How's your curse stone looking? I haven't felt anything from it since sunrise. Interesting. It's possible that its powers can only be unleashed at night, then. That aside, why are you so late this morning? There are unfortunately some things that can't be investigated while the world slumbers. But I did get some research done in what limited time I had. Very well. Let's talk. Like, this music reminds me of Twin Peaks so much. By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? Our current plan is to steal a curse stone that's already absorbed soul dregs, right? I'm wondering if it would suffice to not steal, but instead negotiate with a curse bearer and have them use the right for our purpose? Oh? I mean, I suppose that would accomplish the same, but do you think it's possible? So long as we offer compensation, it may prove much easier than you would expect. Compensation? Cash, for instance. That wouldn't be off the table for a family as rich as Shigima's, right? Of course. Why, any amount would be fine if it'd get the job done. I wouldn't let monetary matters lead me to regrets, the way it did back with the ransom. Okay, with the option on the table, let's figure out our strategy. Well, the person who needed the money had his curse stone taken, so... Richard looks like, hee hee, okay, I lurked in the lurk while lurking. Thank you for the lurk arrow, thank you, thank you.
Do you have a curse bearer with whom we can negotiate in mind?
Not yet. Surprisingly, it seems that the other curse bearers haven't been that proactive about collecting souls. Did you see the news this morning?
No, I haven't.
Overnight, 3 mysterious deaths were reported in this area. They've yet to announce the identities of the bodies found. Well, we already know them. But they've been nicknamed the Hanzhou serial killings. It's garnered quite some attention on the streets.
Oh my. Only 3?
That's what I thought. Even if the victims were curse bearers, just 1 or 2 wouldn't be enough soul dregs. And from what those curse stones are capable of, a mere 3 victims seems a little low on the side. With this really little activity all through the night, the curse bearers must be a cautious bunch.
What's holding them back? Are we not all after the same power of resurrection?
There may still be some undiscovered victims, but it doesn't seem like anyone has gathered enough souls yet. We might have to step up some bait. We might have to set up some bait to spur them into action.
And then we offer them the deal.
Nope. Nah. None of the curse bearers seem very proactive. I wonder if this situation could be what the mastermind who kicked it all off intended.
Now that's an interesting theory.
My throat.
Now that's an interesting theory. You think there's someone behind this all?
You mentioned hearing an agonized voice telling you to kill when you first obtained the curse stone. That doesn't sound like a coincidence to me. Someone agitated the curses in this area on purpose, and they're likely after the rite of resurrection as well.
So you're thinking this person is not one of the curse bearers?
You've got a sharp mind, ma'am. Though it might seem obvious for the mastermind to become a curse bearer and collect soul dregs, if they were after the rite, this would be very risky, since as a curse bearer, they themselves would become a target. See, I think it's the soap lady. I really do think it's the soap lady.
So it'd actually be more convenient for them if the soul bearers moved less aggressively.
That's right, but despite that, they've been inciting the curse bearers to commit murder. Why? Let's consider this. I have to take a sip. Because my throat is killing me.
You mean their intention was also to steal the souls while the other curse bearers compete with each other from the start?
Sitting back and observing from the sidelines is the safer course of action. Which is why I figured it'd be best for us to attempt the same strategy.
So, how should we do it?
There's still reason to suspect the mastermind could be a curse bearer themselves. To be honest, I want to keep my distance from whoever it is. There's no telling what kind of power they might possess. Whether our aim is to negotiate or steal, we'll have to outpace the mastermind in making contact with other curse bearers.
How do you suppose we do that?
Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't realize you could, like, change your name when you do the lurking thing. At this point, all we can do is search. That's not helpful.
If there's a mastermind inciting the curse bearers to collect soul dregs, can we be sure there even is a rite of resurrection?
Good question. The rite could be nothing but a myth fabricated to spur the curse bearers into action. Seeing it might be for naught, do you want to give up, ma'am?
Never.
Understood. After all, we'll never know the truth unless we see it for ourselves. But we'll do it without using the curses ourselves. By the way, I met a few people who seemed like potential curse bearers last night. I did some investigating into them all. But I only managed to get detailed information on 2.
You're quick. I suppose that's to be expected from an investigator extraordinaire. I appreciate the flattery. First, there's Ayame Tono. Oh yeah, the girl who wanted to bring back an artist. First, there's Ayame Tono, the girl we talked to before, though she isn't a curse bearer herself. She's a student attending T University of Art. She currently lives alone in an apartment near Midori-cho Park. I wonder if she is Tatsume's daughter. You even determined her address? You're not one to be underestimated, Mr. Investigator Extraordinaire. I called every single university with ukiyo in the curriculum, pretending to be her parent. I mean, wouldn't the parent know? I went around to check on her place on the way here. It doesn't seem like she returned home last night. I'm worried she might have run into some trouble. Didn't you attempt to follow her last night? I'm embarrassed to say, but I couldn't. She shook me. I couldn't keep track of her. And here I thought you were an investigator extraordinaire. I'd like to learn more about her, but it would take some time. She's planning to steal the cursed stones, just like us. It's best we act carefully around her. Here it is. Next is a tall man who dressed in black. I met him near Kinsicho. He stood out with the way he dressed. I imagined to get some good information on him. Impressive. What can I say? Yep, it's him. This is the first guy we killed in the prologue. He works as the secretary to Haihaku Soap's chairwoman. I believe his name is Takumi Yomioka? The Haihaku Soap's headquarters and factories are both located in Hanjo, right? Yes. They've been here for a while, but it's only in the past 10 years that the company has shown significant growth. I remember seeing the chairwoman on the news a few years back. She seems to be very shrewd. With the increase in sales, I assumed she'd want her factories running at full capacity. But with the harsh restrictions against industrial waste, all factories with older equipment had to be shut down. That's right. Even 10 years ago, there were many complaints about chemical plants dumping waste into the river. My voice is just wrecked today. Did head pat not work? Did head pat not work? Oh no. That's not good. Hang on. Oh no. Oh, mix it up. Mix it up didn't load up. Oh, shit. Alright. No one used head pat. Oh, wait. It's on this screen. Hang on. Hang on. I can get it to work. I thought I loaded this up, but I guess I didn't. So it should work now. Maybe if it loads. It's taken forever. We'll continue the game as it loads, I guess. Yeah, it looks like it loaded. I'm gonna try something. There we go. Okay, mix it up is working now, so everything should be working. I do apologize for that, Ace. Also, hello, welcome on in. I wonder what a man working for such a company would have been up to in the middle of the night. He's stealing the curse stones, my dude. On the way here, I stopped by the company's headquarters, but they hadn't started for the day. I should have better luck later. Let's hope you will. Perhaps they're interested in seeing if the right could be beneficial for their product research into beauty and skincare. Ha! Now that's an interesting thought. I ran into one more suspicious young man last night. This one seemed to be out collecting soul dregs, right?
Indeed. I couldn't get a good look at him, though, and I couldn't gather enough intel to properly identify him. So either that's Hideki or, Jonochi, and they're not young. They're the same age as these two characters.
Well, that's a shame.
But I can make an educated guess. Oh? You know that researcher who discovered the ancient text on the Rite of Resurrection? The one that lives near here? His name is Hideki Arashi, and the man I met was very similar in stature.
Oh my. Even he's involved? How awfully suspect. Considering his background, couldn't he be the one who initiated the whole affair?
I think it's possible, yes. Which is why I decided to refrain from making contact with him for the time being. Safety first. Tatsume and Ario just went after him and were like, "Bitch, give us your stone."
Understandable.
Of course, I want to learn more, but this isn't the right time to focus on him. I don't know, he doesn't have a stone, so he's not that dangerous anymore. We disarmed him. I prefer to ascertain who else is a curse bearer. First, I'll return to Haihaku Soaps to see that man in black. Their headquarters are down on South Warijisu Street. Please. I learned something new about the criminal involved with the kidnapping. It concerns the serial killings. There was a body found at Komagata High School. The person was identified as a school teacher. His name was Kohai Jonochi.
Do you think he was a curse bearer?
Not sure, it's possible. He's not. But regardless, this means the two people who knew the truth about the kidnapping are both dead.
Just when we were getting somewhere.
It isn't enough to make me give up, of course. Still, we don't know anything about Michio Shirishi's residence. It'd be wise to pay it a visit.
Understood.
In addition to the 3 victims associated with the Hanjo serial killings, there's Michio Shirishi, who reportedly committed suicide, and the police officer who died at the former Yasuda Gardens. If strange deaths continue occurring like so, they're bound to inspire strange rumors.
But those last two have nothing to do with the Severin mysteries, no?
It's true. Both occurred a week before this accursed situation began. Oh, a week ago? I thought it was a few days ago. Fuck, I'm not paying attention. Never come to me, because I don't pay attention. Shit. I swear to God it was a few... Like, the way Hitomi was talking about Yoshimi, I thought it was like a few days ago. And also, like, Ario, like, weren't they investigating the spot where he passed? Like, I'm not crazy, right? I'm gonna have to rewatch the VOD and be like, what's happening? Still, it cannot be ruled out. It's possible that the master... Whenever that sound happens, I'm like, ooh! It's possible that the mastermind was involved even with those killings.
How?
That was not her voice. What if there were preliminary steps to awakening the 7 mystery curses? Can we really assume that there... I swear to God if that car keeps honking. Can we really assume they're unrelated just because the timing doesn't match? See? Me and him are on the same page. There has to be something. I feel like... So we've discovered 7 of them, and there's 3 missing. 2 people died a week prior. I'm wondering if there's a 3rd person that died a week ago, and those 3 were like the first 3 cursed deaths. And then the other 7 popped out a week later.
Or rather, the police officer's death is so baffling that it'd be easier if it were connected to these curses. The victim wasn't the type to be caught off guard easily. He's not Michael Jackson, he is a very, very smartly dressed man. You seem to know a lot about this. I suppose we weren't strangers. Oh, they knew each other. My personal feelings might be wrapped up in this one, too. I see. If you were to investigate this matter more, you might get a lead on the mastermind. You're right. If we wish to focus on the mastermind's identity, this would be a fine starting point. We might even discover more deaths related to the curses on the way. We should pay attention to today's news. Well, that's all I have to report. Shall we continue with our investigation? What do you want to do? If you still can't use the curse stone, take a walk. Taking a walk should be a fine place to start. Right. Let's go together. I want to see what's going on for myself. In that case, I'll trust you to decide on where we should go, ma'am. Alright. So that's the high school with Junouchi. Midoriya... This is where the one girl who wanted to steal the curse stone was at, or around, I think. This... Let's go here. Oh, the Haihaku Soaps. The Haihaku Soaps headquarters are on the other side of the street. They were closed when I visited this morning, but it appears things are up and running now. First, I need to confirm whether Takumi is the man I ran into last night. Then I'll be able to determine if he's a curse bearer. It'll be better if I go inside the headquarters alone. You should walk around. Visit a cafe. For some tea, perhaps? Okay. Okay, bye. Pog. I'll get some tea, I guess. You said you were... We're here. This is Midoricho Park. Ayame Tono lives around here. Okay, I was about to sneeze, holy shit, but it just stopped. She wasn't in her apartment when I dropped by this morning. I wonder if it's worth checking again. I mean, yeah, where is it? This place is connected with the story of the Taiko Tescaro. Not only that, Tatsushika has Hosake's home is also in this area. Holy shit. That might be why Ayame chose... Oh! The artist she wants to revive. That might be why Ayame chose to live here. Okay. It seems picking up Ayame's trail is out of the question for now. Why did we even come here? Girl, I don't even know why we came here. I'm just trying to do my job. To think a small soap-making company could grow so much in such a short time. I mean, shit, man. Anything can do that now. They have factories and warehouses throughout this area now. You can see why director and now chairwoman Natsue Yamamori is called the Queen. Oh, I was hoping for like a photo of her. We haven't gotten a photo of her yet. Oh! Okay. Witch of Haihaku?
Interesting. I wonder why she would want it.
You mentioned that Takumi works as her secretary?
That's correct.
You think it's possible he's acting on her orders?
Girl, he is. Trust you me. That poor protagonist in the prologue had to experience that. That's exactly my thinking. A curse bearer with both money and power could certainly look at resurrection as their next prize. Negotiating with a person of that stature may prove difficult. Okay.
So an influential person at Aihaku Soaps is potentially a curse bearer? Richard proposed we use money to negotiate for the curse stones, but we could hardly outbid a large corporation if it came down to it.
Okay, I guess we go to the high school? Here we are at Ground Zero, Komagata High School. I guess it's logical that the police got this place shut down. The teacher's body was found here after all. It's as if the students have nowhere to go now that the school's closed. Is there anyone creeping? No, no one's creeping. The news has attracted a bunch of curious onlookers, huh? That works in our favor. The more people around, the better we can blend in. It seems the officers are still inspecting the scene. Entry has been strictly prohibited. I mean, what do we do now?
2 people have died. A teacher named Kohai Junochi and a student named Michio Shirashi. Is there anything else to be gained here?
This place is said to be connected with the story of Fool's Procession. I wouldn't be surprised if a curse bearer decided to turn it up. I know there's more people staring at them, but maybe it'll be easier to blend in, so it's not like, ooh, we're curse bearers, it's, we're curious about the death. But you're not wrong, he kind of pops out a little bit. However, I need to find out if that teacher was a curse bearer or not. I don't think he was. I expect the police to be baffled, since they don't know about the curses. I can ask around and see what the students... Let's inquire. Alright, I'll go ask the students about Michio. Bye! Please come back to me safely. I'm back, ma'am.
So, what did you learn?
The school kids sure love a good rumor. I was practically drowning in stories about Mr. Jonochi and Michio, most of which seemed dubious at best.
Not surprising.
I can't do her voice today. My voice is just shot to shit. I'm sorry, everyone. Most of what I heard was hardly worth a second thought. But there was one story that caught my attention.
Oh?
Some believe that Michio is the one who killed Mr. Jonochi.
Really?
The story's got 2 pieces of evidence to back it up. One of them wasn't news to me. Apparently he was mumbling that Michio was going to kill him for some days now. A fellow teacher overheard his mumblings and told students.
And then it spread like wildfire, I suppose. Rumors that juicy don't stay a secret for long.
As for the other piece of evidence, a pigtail girl in her school uniform has been seen around the school last night.
Go on.
Although numerous people claim to have seen the girl, not one of them saw her face. Some are proposing it was Michio brought back to life, or that it was her vengeful spirit. But it's not like Michio's the only high school girl to wear pigtails. This rumor might have been made up just to fan the flames.
But if it were true, I'd want to get a hold of her in order to hear her side of the kidnapping.
If she's alive, that'd be ideal. There's still one more thing I should mention. I discovered where Michio lived. A student had a list of student addresses on hand. Who does that?
I guess if it's a small town, you kind of know where, like, everyone lives, but... I mean, I guess back in the day, you, like, wrote down everyone's address and phone number. But, like, that was, like, a long time ago. Then again, this game is based in the 80s, so you know what? It checks out. I gotta sneeze, hang on. Sorry about that. That's an amazing find. I believe all the students actually have a copy of said list. It truly worries me how easy it was to obtain what should be confidential information. I mean, yeah, it is very scary. Imagine what would happen if that information got into the wrong hand. Yeah. Well, so far it hasn't. No? Sure, let's hope it stays that way. In the meantime, it's now possible for us to visit Michio Shirishi's house. Let's go visit. Because this is going to be our first time doing it. We couldn't go in? How'd it go? I went to visit Michio Shirishi's family home. However, no one seemed to be there. I got no answer at the door, and all the lights were out. It seems to have been empty for a while now. There was a stack of newspapers out front. I mean, when we were playing the cops, they did say that the serial killer wasn't at his residence, but like, I don't know. Something is going on. Like, why would the mom move out? What if she was the third one from the previous week murders? I don't understand why no one's come to this house, even after Michio committed suicide. I wonder if this place is okay. Social connections run deep in working class areas like this place, so I decided to talk to the locals. I met a few nice old ladies who were kind enough to give me the scoop. Go to the old ladies if you want information. They know shit. They see shit. Turns out that Shirishi's reputation really went down in the dumps this past year. Is that so? I'll give you a quick summary. They moved here about 3 years ago. Their previous residence was in a better part of town. Michio's father died in a car accident, leaving behind just the two of them. Michio's mom, Toshiko, now a single mother, relocated here. At first, they got along with their neighbors, many of which were in similar situations, helping and being helped in turn. So far, so good. What happened? I'm not doing her voice justice. I might just do my voice for everyone today. Well, as I said, their reputation began to go downhill about a year ago. A man recognized that Toshiko's common-law husband had moved into the household. His name was apparently Kenichiro Iowa? No, wait! That's not the right name. It was Makoto. It was the janitor. I swear to God, they said... Neighborhood gossip is something else. Somehow everyone knew his name. So, what of this Aiwa character? He was apparently a vulgar fellow with a criminal record, yeah! He was prone to violent outbursts. The neighbors often heard screams and shouting coming from the home. The neighbors took particular notice of Toshiko's screams, pleading with him to not hit Michio. That's terrible. As if it wasn't unsettling enough, every night the neighbors also began to hear an eerie chanting. Oh shit, they're in the occult. Through this, the Shirishi's standings in the neighborhood plummeted rapidly. Not a problem, Donut. You have a great night. Thank you for stopping on by. Toshiko was often seen covered in bruises and wounds. She stopped responding to her neighbors. She would just turn the other way when greeted. They kept their storm shutters shut even during the day, and effectively shut themselves away from the entire community. That sounds horrible. Why didn't the police step in and do something? Unfortunately, under our current laws, the police aren't allowed to get involved with domestic disputes. Really? That's awful. And then Michio reportedly killed herself. Things only got worse when Aiwa and Toshiko was admitted to the hospital for physical and mental Ever since, Aiwa hasn't returned home. Many locals expressed sympathy for Michio's circumstances, but just as many were fed up with the Shirishis entirely, and seemed relieved that things finally Oh my god. These are shitty neighbors. It seems that they were still considered outsiders even after 3 years of living here. Damn. I don't understand. Why would Toshiko have gotten involved with such a brutish good-for-nothing in the first place? I've heard many stories where one partner's personality does a complete turn after entering a relationship. After her first husband's death, Toshiko's financial situation had also taken a turn for the worse. She was determined to send her daughter to a good high school. It's possible she fell victim to sweet promises. Life can be tough, I suppose. You don't seem moved by the story, ma'am. That's fine. People have all kinds of stories. Yeah, she was kind of like, oh, that sucks. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Like, damn! But the Shirishis certainly hadn't lucked out with theirs, bringing such a violent man into it. Oh, that doesn't help. Hello? It's a bit quieter over here. It is a residential area, after all. All these rundown row houses really scream working class, don't they? The Shirishis were dealt a rough hand. I can't imagine what it's like. Could it be the girl was forced by her circumstances to take part in the kidnapping? Maybe she did it for money. Hang on, we're gonna be jumping around a little bit. Okay, so that's out of the question. There wasn't anything else we could do at the house. We need to talk to Takumi. I'm gonna go in. I may be a while, so feel free to find somewhere else to kill time. Okay. Good luck in there. I'm using my normal voice. I can't do it. Sorry to keep you waiting. How did it go? I'll fast forward to the conclusion. I met with Takumi. There's no doubt he's the same man I saw last night. But it doesn't seem like he's a curse bearer. But that doesn't mean he has no connections to the recent curses. He knew about the 7 mysteries. He even guessed we have a curse stone of our own. Excuse me? I tried to approach Takumi about a fallen item after I ran into him last night. However, you said your name was Richard, right? I have a favor I'd like to ask of you. I'm hoping you would hand over the curse stone in your possession. Curse stone? What are you on about? There's no need to play dumb with me. In fact, there's no time for it. I had all the same reason you did to think you were a curse bearer last night. And your arrival here only confirms it. You're a curse bearer, no? No. You're right. We lack time. I'll confess, I am a curse bearer. I possess the curse stone of the haunting clappers. Dude, why are you telling him what you have? I'm glad to hear the truth. Finally, this conversation is worthwhile. It is a dangerous item you hold. Give it to me. My company will take the responsibility to dispose of it. I don't know the soap business specialized in scrubbing curses clean. It is the prerogative of Miss Yamamori. Is that so? Assuming you've obtained the curse, you understand the power it involves, no? No, Richard never had a curse stone. The woman has the curse stone. Miss Yamamori possesses supernatural powers akin to those of a god. In her bio, it did say she was called the Witch of Haihaku. Like, I guess she does have some supernatural stuff. She also has a deep love for this land, having transformed it from the pile of dirt it once was to the home of our headquarters. She cannot stomach the fact that it's now the site of these curses. So you're telling me the Queen of Haihaku is a real-life witch? She wouldn't appreciate being called that, mind you. There's a sorcerer by the name of Gamyoda, who's gallantly working behind the scenes exorcising spirits and the like? Yeah, if she has that much power, why does she need those curse stones? I mean, he says it's to, like, get rid of them, but, like, at the same time, I don't think that's it. I really don't think it is. That being said, there have already been instances of dead coming back. Excuse me? There have already been instances of the dead coming back to life. Do you understand the urgency of this matter? These are curses we're speaking of, tools which are used by wicked beings to possess people. The rite of resurrection is nothing but a fabrication meant to seduce the curse bearers into unthinkable action. See, I have a feeling he might be right, but at the same time, I don't trust. Because he did kill the protagonist when we turned around. In the prologue. Prologue protagonist. I need to say that, because there's multiple protagonists. If you truly understand what I'm talking about, you must hand over the curse stone at once. Very interesting. With that said, just how many curse stones have you acquired so far? If what you tell me is true, surely the company would have launched a large-scale search by now. That's right, you ... me. You are a lying sack of shit. We have 6. No, you don't. 6? Whoa, I can rest at ease then. And here I thought I was at risk of being cursed. It seems we are on the same page. Liar! If that is the case, you should hand over your curse stone immediately. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not actually in my possession at the moment. Considering its importance, I've been keeping it in hiding. Really now? Then I'll accompany you while you retrieve it. I'm sorry, but I've got something important to attend to. But I promise I'll return with it later. Very well. He's gonna stalk us. Then you won't refuse to provide your address and telephone number, I presume. How prude of you. I'll oblige. I hope he gave fake shit. And that's how it went. So they aren't after the right after all. I wouldn't be so quick to trust him. Oh, exactly. He killed us before. We don't trust people who killed us. Oh? I believe we're dealing with a master in deception. He may well have made up a story to convince us to part ways with her. Yeah, he did make it up. Absolutely. Oh, we have 6. No, you don't. You don't even have 1. I think he was lying about having procured 6 curse stones as well. Like, really? 6? That's excessive. Well, now I feel gullible. The company is plotting something. I wonder what they mean to do with the curse stones. He seemed rather desperate to get hold of ours, despite us not having collected any soul dregs. Perhaps the people at Haihaku are masterminds behind the curses being unleashed. Because the chairwoman's a witch? I wonder about that too. If she really were that powerful, would her secretary have divulged that information so That's true. Why would he say that so casually? He wouldn't. Takumi was either making it up as he went or he's trying to spread a rumor. For what purpose would he do that? Recently, people have been caught up about the occult more than ever before. If word spreads that Heihaku's chairwoman has godlike powers, she could very well benefit socially and politically from that mystique. But I feel like more people would go after her, too. That's unsettling. By the way, there's one more thing of interest I heard while in the company's reception lobby. And what's that? Yeah, they're talking about our boy! People were discussing whether one of the bodies found this morning was that of a Heihaku employee. Really? So long as the officials haven't revealed the identity, it all amounts to no more than speculation, though. No, it is. It's us. It was us. Despite that, I have reason to believe Heihaku Soaps is deeply involved with the Seven Mysteries. At the very least, I can assure you, I've gathered that much. The more we know, the better our negotiations will go. Okay, wait. He tells me he barely slept last night, and yet he seems to be brimming with energy. Was I too that resilient at his age? Perhaps it's what sets apart a detective from the rest. I mean, he wants to get paid, so, you know. We should avoid Heihaku for the time being. It'll be a pain if I have to deal with Takumi again. He's probably looking out his damn window at us like, Back in the Edo period, the canal known as South ran through this area, but it's been turned into a major road. It's a bit away from Kinshicho Station or Ryogoko Station, though it's still considered a nice area. The stories of the ever-burning lantern and the foot-washing mansion both took place around here. One of the bodies discovered this morning was found by this road as well. This is quite a lively area, huh? I suppose you could call it somewhat of a city center. Is that all? Alright, dude, we gotta move. Do we... Maybe we go back to her house? I doubt anyone's still living there. I mean, dude, I'm just trying to think. Maybe the park? Maybe she's here now? I guess not. The school? Now I'm just running around trying to figure out what we need to do. This is Kamagata High School. Guess there's been no developments. He appears to be wary of those police officers. Maybe the police really do have something against the private investigators, just like in those detective novels. Why did she move like that? I didn't like that camera. I can imagine the students are uneasy after learning of the murder. It may do them well to stay home for some time, if not for fear of their safety. The police are probably too wrapped up in solving the case to be concerned about the students' mental health. I can see that. It's important that society provides a safe environment for the benefit of our youth. Some school policies could use some rewriting, especially those handling the students' personal information. That's right, I don't want a student being kidnapped on their way back home ever again. I expect criminals to grow more cunning as time passes. There may be times where the authorities can't keep up. That's where outlaws such as myself come in. Outlaws? You're not an outlaw, you're just a private investigator. What's this about? Actually, just forget I said anything. They're all dressed up for school. In another world, I might have had the chance to see my son in uniform too. Okay, Shit.
Where do we go?
Help me!
We won't get much done standing around here. Why don't I go and check out Ayame's apartment?
You don't mean to speak with her, do you?
No, I prefer to get an idea of what she's been up to. I'd like to see whether she's been home or not, just to potentially get a trace on her movements.
Then be my guest.
Okay, I shouldn't be long. He's like doing all the dirty work. I kind of feel bad. I'm back, ma'am. So nothing? I'm afraid so. She still hasn't returned. However, I noticed a few people who seem to be related to the police force keeping watch in the area. This definitely has to be... Oh, thank you for the follow, Eddie. Thank you. But yeah, this definitely has to be Tatsume's daughter. Because he wants police over there. I don't know if they got eyes on her apartment, but they do appear to be watching the building it's in. Interesting. You've got a sharp eye to have noticed them, despite them being so covert. What can I say? It's part of the job. However, it meant I had to refrain from knocking on her door or looking through her windows. I wasn't able to check her electric meter or mailbox either, unfortunately. You were planning to go that far? Always heartwarming to see children playing in the park. Richard seems to like kids, perhaps because they're on the same wavelength. Damn, woman, that's insulting! This poor man is just pogging here, and she's like, eh. Leave our poor man alone. Also, wow, I'm yellow. I try to, a different thing, so like I match with the game a little bit more. Like, see, it like changes. So like I match with the game, so it's not like bright and like, you know, annoying. But that map, oh, that's not good. What am I missing? No! Oh shit, that scared me. Oh, so you came here too. What is it? Ah!
It's the boys!
Could you repeat what you know one more time for me, Richard?
The coppers! The boys!
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, we're connecting now. I don't know if I can do anything here just yet, so we'll jump over here. Again, no voices. Ooh, damn, this music. Oh, thank you for the resub, Priv. Thank you. Thank you. Love this jazz music. We're just hopefully solving a murder. Murderers, I should say. There's been multiple. It seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. Do they all have to meet at Michio's house? I think I'm gonna have to, after this, go to the girls and go to Michio's house. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone? Okay, kid. Ario is checking out the Shirashi house at the end of the road. This street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. So the Shirashi household. Fog music? Yeah, it is good music. There's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be best that we didn't find her parents. The houses are really crammed together in these narrow alleyways. Strangers like us walking through definitely stand out.
It really feels like old Tokyo. It's quiet. This place is normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going, but it seems like everyone's decided to stay inside because of the recent incidents. I mean, yeah, there's been 3 murders. Ario's checking the Shirashi house at the end of the road. Okay, I already said that. Why didn't that check off? We got a little delinquent bird. I've been not looking around a lot. Let's think. So the Shirashi household. There's a chance... Wait, we already did that. Ah, shit, what did we do? Alright, I'll go check the house. Go do that, my dude. Now what? Ario's off checking the Shirashi household. I'll just wait till he gets back. So the Shirashi... What do I look at? Oh, okay, bye. Oh, you're back. Oh, you're back. No luck, boss. No one's home? Doesn't look like it. I knocked it for a while, but no one came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there was no sign of activity inside either. And I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. Not much we can do if they're not home. Let's go somewhere else for now. Yeah, let's go somewhere else. Let's go to the high school. I like that all like the protagonists are like coming together now. Here we are, Komagata High. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. I don't see anyone special. The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubbernecks? The atmosphere is kinda tense with this many cops around. This place isn't only connected to the case because students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's procession and, of course, where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Oh, right, speaking of schools. What is it? You said Paranormal Affairs can't help us right now. So why don't we get that psychic high schooler you mentioned to help us? A lot of people involved in this case lead back to this school anyways, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. Okay, exposure. Okay. When'd you become such a smooth talker? Anyways, I'm afraid I don't know where they're at. Oh, let's see. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us scout the area. Oh, we might have to suspend. Yep, we can't continue. So we do have to jump to the girls. Resume. We need to select the location. We need... Let's go to the school. And so... That's the same thing we got before, but... Hang on. We have to do something. So it's not the bridge, it's not the high school. I guess we just click them until we can, like, continue. Nope, dang it. This wasn't it either. We're just checking them all out. Hmm. This not it? Nope. Hmm. Because we're suspended in the other chapter. Like, they told us you don't have what you need. Wait. So I can't do anything with the girls, but then... What is happening? Huh. Did something pop up here now, or what's going on? It's like all the old stuff we did. Huh. So we... Huh. We're... What are we missing? School gates will stay locked with forensics experts. Experts. Jesus, I cannot talk. And that's not even the word, it's in specs. I cannot read. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Komagata High Gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. Yoshimi also looked out for these students as a Sumida city officer. Juvenile delinquency has been a growing problem for years now. This school is no exception. Okay. We got some information, but... Is there something on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to find that girl, but... Yeah, it says suspend. So then we have to go back to the girls, but like nothing helps. Is there anything like secret? No. There has to be something I'm missing. Like, we've already did this and it says... We went to this bridge already. Why not do it 20 more times? Sometimes I need my handheld. 'Cause, 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 'cause And it does it again. Where's that storyteller? Because we're stuck there. We're stuck here. We can't proceed here, and we need help here. But this one is pretty much telling us you cannot proceed. This one is just... like, why can't we select Michio's house? Hmm. Hmm. No. Huh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little stumped. I might have to look this up so we can actually continue. Because we've only been streaming for like 2 hours. So we need to be looking some stuff up. I hate to do that, but... Paranormasight. So are we in chapter 2? I think we would be. 3, 4. Oh! Hang on. Nope, we're not at part 3. Okay, so we can't proceed for now, so... That makes no sense. Hello, Mars, welcome. So I'm reading it, and it says you have to bring the girls to the school for these guys to talk to them. And it's like, we did that already. Let's do it again, I guess. Hello, Bixie. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Or evening. Okay. If this does not work, I will cry. Alright, resume. Come on, where are they? I'm doing well. Got up a little bit ago, like, there they are! Got up a little bit ago, like, 3 hours ago or so. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. It's the weekend. It's the long weekend, actually, because of Labor Day. Okay. Bleh, bleh. Here they are. Huh? That's... Boss? What is it? You want to go talk to those girls? I do. Yeah, I do. This is divine intervention. We were brought here for a reason. Dude, I had to look up how to do this. Come on, Ariel. Oh, what? Hello, children. How are you doing? It's like that Steve Buscemi meme of him, like, trying to hang out with all the young kids. Hey, aren't you... You must be the high schoolers skirting the child labor laws who I've heard so much about. Say that again? Sorry about that, he's with me. Mr. Tatsumi, if that's how you feel, maybe you should look into improving my working conditions. I'd prefer not to work for free, to be honest. Don't you worry about that. If you help us out, you can have whatever you want. Boss's treat. Wait, really? Thank you so much. I've always wanted to go to a fancy... I have to pay these children food. Oh yeah, like one of those places in Ginza? I've never been. Let's go. How you doing, fellow kids? Yes, yes. We got ourselves a deal. Right, boss? The girls are at our service. Hold on now. What just happened? I never said sushi? Looking forward to it, boss. Wait, since when were you included? You guys are funny. You should do stand-up. All of the characters are now connected. Oh my god. So, how much have you been able to figure out? Well, I know what happened around midnight last night. Someone invoked the Feast of Shadows, which boosts the power of curses, then brought forth the 7 mysteries of Hanzhou. That allows even those who do not have the power to cast curses to gather soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. At least, that's my hypothesis. Sounds about right so far. As I'm sure you know, there are actually 9 mysteries, not 7. When the Feast of Shadows was cast, the cursed stones appeared before those who wanted the rite at the locals of the 7 mysteries. We've managed to gather 3 cursed stones so far, including the one I got first, the Evergreen Beach. You got 3 already? Wow. We have the cursed stone of the Fool's Procession. Well, Yako, the girl standing behind me, does. That's me, Yako, the girl standing behind Mio. She does. Is she alright? We could take it off your hands. Well, the Feast of Shadows has no effect during the day, and there's still something I want to find out. Alright, I'll leave the Fool's Procession with you two then. Thank you. Please keep collecting the other curse stones. I'll be looking for a way to stop the Feast of Shadows. Okay, got it. That should make things go more smoothly. What about the other curse bearers? Have you run into any of them? Well, last night at school... You were here last night? Yes. You see... Huh. You two were using a spirit board? That's so cool. Not a lot of people say that. That's so cool. No, it's like, oh, Jesus, why would you use one of those? I don't know if I told this in one stream, but, when I used to have a antique store around me, it went out of business, unfortunately. But there was this antique store that was, like, around where I lived. And I went into it one day, and they had an old Ouija board. Very tempting to buy it, but I decided I like my life not with ghosts. So I did not buy it. So that's when you ran into the curse echo. I'm glad you survived the encounter. Well, we had to die a few times. Somehow, we managed to get away without accidentally setting it off. The curse echo we saw took the shape of a woman missing an arm and a leg. That's the reed. That's, Nejima's. What? A woman missing her... That's the reed. One-sided reed. The one-sided reed. This is bad. Huh? What's so bad about that one? You idiot! Think! It's Najima. He emitted it himself. That's his curse. Oh, that's right. Wait, but if that's the case... Look how dramatic they are, and the girls are like, what is going on? If the ghost can pay, the ghost can be a roommate. But if the ghost cannot pay, the ghost cannot be a roommate. I'm sorry. Oh, the Charlie game? I've never done that. I did the, card thing when you speak to spirits. Let's see. I never touched a Ouija board, thank God. The ghost can clean, so I don't have to. I mean, it all depends on what the ghost can do, right? Nejima might have been here last night. What? I mean, it's possible he was lying to us, but what? Who's Nejima? No clue. So Najima is trying to take advantage of the Feast of Shadows for his own nefarious purposes. Huh? He said he's gonna massacre the city at sundown today? And he's trying to get your daughter too? That's why we've been trying to find him, but to no avail. Honestly, this information has been the most useful we've gotten so far. So just to be sure, could you tell me who else was at the school last night? Well, as far as we know, there was us, Mr. Shinochi, and one of our classmates, Hitomi. Don't forget old man Ashimi. Wait, Hitomi? Do you mean Hitomi Akuda? Second year student? Well, yes. Why? Boss. So she was here last night. I saw Hitomi earlier though, and she didn't seem like a curse bearer to me. You did? Did you talk to her? Yes. Would you mind if we ask you a few questions about that? Hitomi said she didn't want to talk to the police because she was afraid she'd become a suspect. So I can't tell you anything unless you swear you won't drag her into this. I see. Don't worry. This is about a different matter. A different matter? You mean about the police officer, Mr. Yoshini? You know about that. Did Hitomi say something about him? Yes, she did, actually. Damn. Now all the characters are getting the information. If we're talking about people who were at the school last night, there was one more person, though I'm not too clear. Oh, Hideki, I forgot about him. There was someone else? Apparently Hitomi actually saw Mr. Jonochi getting cursed and killed last night. What? Talk about some vital information. What she said happened was... Michio was the one who killed Mr. Jonochi? Not a problem, Mickey. You have a great day. Thank you for stopping on by. Are you sure it was really Michio that she saw? Well, that's what she told me. I wasn't there. That must mean there was another curse bearer here last night. Jonochi was killed by a curse, so someone had to have been there, whether it was Michio or not. Damn, boss. Do you really think it could have been Michio's ghost? I mean, based on what we've heard, she does have plenty of reasons to be vengeful. Calm down. Just because the paranormal exists doesn't mean just anything is impossible. I mean, possible. It's still possible that Najima was behind Jonochi's death. But what about Hitomi's story? About this janitor. Ashimi, was it? How old is he? Do you know how long he's worked here? Huh? Why are you so interested in him all of a sudden? I only transferred to the school though, so I have no idea. He's around 50 years old. He came to our school about half a year ago. No one knows what he did before, so there are all kinds of rumors about him. I see. Thanks. I think I'm starting to get a better picture of all this. Huh? Listen up. It's not uncommon for former prisoners to find work under an alias after their release. The notary attached to their former name can get in the way of proper rehabilitation, you see. What are you? No way. Ario, have the officers apprehend the janitor. He worked the night shift, so he might still be in the overnight room. Yes, right away. Don't die, little man. Oh, you're back. Boss, bad news. Apparently the room's been empty all morning. Sounds like they'd been looking to question Ashimi too, but couldn't find him anywhere. Ah, shit. You want to give Mio a head pat? That all but confirms it. Just one more thing to check. Are there any photos of Ashimi here? The old man seriously hated getting his photo taken. He'd always avoid it. Ario, get an urgent search for Makoto Ashimi. We can't let him get away. Yes, sir. I'll contact HQ right away. Oh my, I didn't expect all of this. Yeah, how could the old man have been some horrible criminal mastermind? I can't believe it. And a curse bearer on top of that. To think he was so close to us this whole time. Ugh. Gives me the chills. See, I feel like we already knew that the janitor and the serial killer were the same people. Unless maybe I just assumed that because when we ran into the school, Mio lost her leg. And we just connected like, oh, it's the serial killer. Maybe? I don't know. A guy like that really shouldn't have been allowed to work at a high school. Head pat, Yako. Yes, head pat to everyone. Everyone deserves head pats. Let's hope it isn't already too late. Oh, I may have shown Ashimi my curse stone last night. Oh, shit. That's right, we did. I don't like this one bit. Nijima did say he wasn't specifically targeting curse bearers, but I'm glad nothing happened to you. Wait, but then could it have been old man Ashimi who attacked you in the hallway? I almost told him that you were still in the building too. Yeah, well, we did do that first. And then we had to reload. What? You did? Yikes. Good thing I didn't say anything. Well, you kinda did. You might have gotten very lucky there, kid. This is so much. I hope they find him soon. Come on, long arm of the law, help us. There we go. To put the stop to the Feast of Shadows, it would help if I knew more about how the curses of the 7 mysteries first came about. My 5G isn't working in this restaurant. It's limited to 4G. I'm sorry, Era. Oh god, I gotta stretch. Hang on. In that case, you're probably best off talking to the crabby researcher guy. You mean Mr. Arashi? I would very much like to talk to him. Alright, he's a teacher here too, isn't he? You would know him already. He might be more inclined to talk if it's one of his students doing the asking. Do you know where he is? I do. We tried to talk to him, but he refused to cooperate after we took his stone. But you two should give it a try. He's at his usual cafe working on his papers. The cafe. Oh, Kurokiko
Hydrate
Cafe?
up, bitch.
I will, Mars. Thanks, we'll head on over right now. School rules say we're not allowed to go into cafes? Really? Don't worry about it. I'll allow it. Thank you. Huh? That's all it takes? They're not allowed to go into cafes? Due to school rules? Why? There must be a mastermind behind everything, someone who orchestrated all of this for a reason. I want to find out why. Hitomi did say Mr. Yoshima entrusted her with something. He did. What was it? The talisman. Yeah, I know about the part-time jobs, like, I know some schools are, like, heavily against it, and, like, some schools are okay with it, but the cafes? I've never heard about that before. I need to look that up. That is new. Yoshimi gave her a talisman? Hello, Pack. Welcome, welcome. Yes, apparently he also asked her to look for another one just like it. The one Michio had. What kind of talismans could they be? Boss? Doesn't ring a bell. But if Yoshimi was talking about him with his dying breath, they must have been pretty important. They had to have been important. What? Ah, damn. Did they find a talisman on Michio where her body was found? I'll check, but if they did, Yoshimi would have had plenty of time to retrieve it before he died. Right. Would you consider giving us Hitomi's contact information? I'd like to talk to her about this talisman. I'm not sure. She never opened up to anyone except Mr. Yoshimi. I'm no good, huh? I was friends with Yoshimi, though. You don't seem like too bad of a guy. Not all that scary for a cop. But I'll doubt that'll be enough for her. She really doesn't want to end up being a suspect. To be honest, she was even a bit wary about us. Well then. Do you think she talked to Yoshimi's fiancé? Oh! I think she would talk to the fiancé, so then we have to run back and talk to the... Oh, sting. Haven't they met before? Oh, they have! She told us about that. Yes, she might be willing to talk to her. Alright, then we better find her fast. You haven't been able to reach her? That's a little worrying. Mayu Chozawa. We'll let you know as soon as we manage to contact her. Oh yeah, it's the fiance. I'm like, who is that? Okay, I'd be willing to give Hitomi's contact information to her. Oh, right. One more thing. Hitomi told me that Mr. Yoshimi gave her instructions in the event that something happened to him. Yes, the police! He told her to give the talisman to Mr. Nakagoshi from the police headquarters. Do you guys know who this is? What? So it was Nakagoshi's case? Why would Yoshimi tell her that? Could you check on that? I will, but... well, I don't know if they'll pick up when I call. Is he with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau? He is. Well, yes, Nakagoshi's the chief, but he's almost never in, so I really don't know the guy. So Yoshimi knew something was going on. Ooh. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he exists or if he's just a figurehead. I've never spoken to him myself. All of the paranormal affair cases are referred to as Nakagoshi cases. So it's not even a person, it's just code for paranormal affairs. Interesting. Jeez, what's up with that? Ooh, the plot thickens, perhaps, maybe. That amulet Hitomi was looking for may be the missing puzzle piece to this mystery. It might be. Is that all? Okay. We're done with you. Yako? What was that thing you mentioned about Michio earlier? Something about a grudge? Did you know anything about her? What's your relation? I'm her friend. I was actually planning to resurrect her at first. Ah. I see. We gained quite a lot of information from you two. It's only fair we share as well. Tell her, Ariel. Alright. Keep in mind that this is just a theory, though. Okay. After re-examining the crime scene, Yoshimi concluded that Michio's death wasn't a suicide, but a vehicular collision. Wait, what? An accident? Being hit by a speeding truck or van would have resulted in similar injuries. The investigation was ordered by Yoshimi, so it seems he had his doubts about it being a suicide. Wait. A van speeding? Wait, what? Yako, what's wrong? Are you okay? Why are we screaming? A van. There's a young man in there and a woman. I couldn't read the rest. What was that? Huh? Yes. Wait, was I? Are you back now? How do you feel? You're covered in sweat. Yeah, I'm okay, I think. Sorry, I went a little crazy there. It's no problem as long as you're okay. That was quite the surprise, though. Yeah. What the hell? No. What happened? Yoshimi talked to you about Michio, didn't he? Well, he didn't give us any specifics if you're wondering about that. So I don't know what was truly on Michio's mind either. Right. Do you have any idea why Jonochi was so scared of Michio? Well, about that. I'm not exactly sure how to put this, but... I see. Well, I half expected it was something like that. Thank you for telling me. Sorry, it's hard to explain. There's a fucking bug in my room. I don't know if I got it, but I don't see it. I wonder what he got his hands on to be able to blackmail her like that. Michio, what happened? Are we done talking? Forensics is still investigating the area. I didn't really want to bring these kids to a place like this, but there were too many onlookers outside for us to speak comfortably. And that's not a mosquito, it's in the... It's morning over here. Besides, it would be good to have Mio look around the scene too. What's that rope all about? It indicates where Jonochi's body was found. They've moved his body, but this way we still have an idea of how it was found. Yikes, that's a little gross. You can even see how his arms and legs are all... Ugh. Cool it, Ariel, you're scaring her. This kind of stuff is a little much for a kid. Hey, I'm pretty sure she only asked because you were staring at it so intently. This is one hell of a coincidence, huh? That this random girl you know is already involved with the case? Yonochi was almost definitely killed by a curse, but I wonder about the exact cause of death. If the curse origin and the cause of death are connected, it could give us another lead. It's usually easier to let Ario do the talking when it comes to young people, but we only have a day. It'll be quicker if I take the reins this time. But he did manage to win them over with the promise of food. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, I have to pay for that food, though. Michio, what happened? So this is Yako Sakazaki. She was with Mio. Could she be a friend? Did Mio finally make a friend? Wow. If she did, it would do this old man's heart good. But I better not say that out loud. Don't want to make her look bad. Mio Kurasuzu. Suzu. She's like a disciple of the Paranormal Affairs chief. I've heard that she helps out when investigations free of charge under the guise of training. Although she's my old boss's protege, she helped me out plenty while I was in Paranormal Affairs. She may look meek, but she's got strong spirit sense, sharp instincts, and courage. Plus quite the brain to back it all up. That said, I can't help but think there's some kind of darkness following her around? She's certainly well-versed in paranormal. I just can't get over the darkness. Interesting. Okay, now I have to find... Help me.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Zora, thank you, thank you. Ario, help me! Okay, is there something on the ground I'm missing? Now we're back to me just moving my little mouse around. Anything? Oh! No, that scared me. Where do we go? See, hello, Yuzoro. Welcome, welcome. So this is unchecked. Like, this is checked, so we're done talking to her. This is the only thing, but she's just doing Michio. What happened? Please! Help me! Help me! There has to be something. What? Anything on your back? No. Damn, he's like... He has a nice form, I'm just gonna say that. There's something in the sky. What's that? It's nothing. I thought it was like a person or something. No. Okay, you're checked off, check, check. Check, check, check. Oh, wait. Alright, that's enough. Mio, what do you think? I knew it the second I looked at the scene. You're right. Traces of a curse still linger here. I figured as much. Does that mean Jonochi was killed by one of the curses of the 7 mysteries? Yes, a strong curse like that always leaves behind a trace. Wow, Mio, you're so calm. Are you used to this kind of thing? I wouldn't say I'm used to it. It just comes with experience, I guess. No, I've heard some stories about you. Didn't you investigate a gruesome scene where someone had been killed by a paranormal attack without even breaking a sweat? Stop it, Mr. Tatsume. She's going to get the wrong idea. Whoa, that's amazing! Mio, you're a professional. You think? Totally! You're cool even in the face of death. That's awesome. When you put it like that, I'm not sure how awesome it is. Hey boss, forensics is calling. I'll go see what... Yes, tell me. Sure, thanks. Okay. What do we got? Boss, they found this on the ground a short distance. Is it a talisman? A short distance away from the scene. What is it? It's her hair ribbon. Interesting. Hello, Ben. Go. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the kind you use to tie up your hair. It's hers. It's hers. What? Yep. I've seen that ribbon before. Of course you have. You have? Go on then. That's the ribbon Michio always used to wear. See, I'm so smart. This is why I need to be in this game. I'll be like, this is what's happening. We would get this solved so much faster if I was in this game. But also, I'd probably be the first one to die. I would be the protagonist. Prologue protagonist. How's the game going? It's going well. I'm really enjoying it a lot. Have you played it? Since you said I love this game? What? Doesn't that mean Michio was here? Ooh, the music. Are you sure? Definitely. I have the same one at home. We bought them together. That has to be hers. Then did she come back to like... Yeah, this... Yeah, I was trying to do voice acting for some characters, and my voice is not having it, so... I had to not do voice acting for this stream, like, we stopped a little bit ago. But... it makes me sad. I really wanted to, like, go through the game fully voicing the characters, but my throat. I think it's, like, due to the weather. Like, the change in the weather, so that's why my throat's kind of killing me, and I'm feeling like shit. But yeah, like, last year, I did, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney games, first stream. Holy crap. Those games are not good for streams, because you have to speak all the time. But yeah. I'm trying to, like, push through this game to see, if I can finish it. So, my voice might be a little wrecked, but that's okay. Phoenix Wright, yes! I'm excited for the, second Ace Attorney trilogy, that's to come out. They haven't given us a release date yet, but probably 2024. But I'm excited for that. Very happy to get my old games back. Then did she come back to life somehow? No. But how? Okay, now we're talking to you. If I was Michio and I came back to life, where would I go? That's the question. She got her revenge on Jinochi, but she may have more revenge to dish out. Is there anyone else she'd have a grudge against? Well, what about the guy who killed her in the collision? If she really did come back to life, then it's terribly sad that she's spending her new chance at life like this. Yeah, they're coming out with a new, trilogy. It's Apollo Justice, and then... 2 of the other games I don't remember the names of, but they came out after Apollo Justice. And I think they're calling it the Apollo Justice trilogy, but it's like, he's only, like, really important in, like, you know. But I really want them to give us Miles Edgeworth. Because in America, we only got the first game, we never got the second game, and I think it would be smart if they brought that to us. But that's just me. I just want what I want. I'm horrible. I did not read what she said. Shit. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Being obsessed with revenge is such a tragic way to live. Okay. There we go. Let's continue. I'm afraid that's all we can tell you. Don't worry. You were a big help. Thank you. We should start our search for Najima and Mayu Chozawa. It might be worth it to check Michio's house as well, just in case. Let's use the school as our base for operation. If anything happens, go to one of the officers hanging around here. Got it, thank you. Good luck. We'll go talk to Mr. Arashi about a way to lift this curse. Alright, boss. Let's get going whenever you're ready. Miles, the baby girl. Alright, let's get out of here. Ooh, that one's completely blocked. We can't do anything. But we can go to a cafe, or we can talk to, Richer and Haraway. So it's those two. Interesting. Let's go to the cafe. Let's see if we get any more information. Oh, we gotta get that bird sticker. I missed so many of them. Let me click it. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot into a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that. We know. It'll be okay. So, what did you want to ask me? Nothing yet. I gotta get the sticker. I just love these stickers. Look at these little delinquent birds. They're so cute. I love when people dress up animals. It's super cute. So cute. Look at that. I love it so much. Oh, I should talk to you, but I'm gonna look around first. A cafe. I've never been to one before. Why aren't they allowed in cafes? It's pretty smelly inside because of the cigarettes. Cigarette? Well, this is the 80s. Never mind. The 80s, you could smoke anywhere. Yako, if you would. Right, we wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a curse stone. An Okame face? That must mean the Fool's Procession. So I got, recently, there was this one part where I had to make sure the girls ended up at the school so then the cops could show them and talk to them. So that was a very recent crap, I'm stuck moment, but I just quickly looked it up and it's the girls have to end up at the school and then you have to jump to the police. But that's about it. You two were at the school last night. Damn, there of all places. Yako, you're one of them. You're a curse bearer. Well, but please calm down. Your reaction is too intense. It's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. See, he seems so calm here. But if you guys remember, when he met us last night and we didn't avoid him, he killed us. What is it you wanted to know about your curse stone? What would be the best way to approach this? I think we should go the flattery way. Because we're just two high schoolers. I don't think that's going to intimidate him. It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well-versed in this matter. You're the only one we can count on, Mr. Arashi. Won't you help us? Please? Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm hearing what you have to ask. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and 7 mysteries, curse stones happening now? Oh-ho, taken an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins. Mr. Arashi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Then do you know of the ancient Anmayoda ritual known as the Feast of Shadows? What is that? Something from... He doesn't know about the Feast of Shadows? Interesting. Something from the occult? Miss Kurosuzo. Suzu. I don't know why I add that O at the end. There's no O there. You look like the type to be interested in these sort of things, but it's outside my field of expertise. In that case, why do you think the rite and the curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone. It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know? Well, they may not tell us anything if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up. Right. Well, you see, we've just had such intellectual curiosity and, think it could really help your research. I see. Now that you mention it. Seems like he's reluctant to answer. Then how about... then, what does the record of fates that you've been researching say about the rite of resurrection? Oh, I see. That's what you want to know. Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of Record of Fate. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper. Ooh! Behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, okay. The Record of Fate was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little known Anmijyo Yoji named Seimin Tsuchimikaido. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this. Dude, I'm not gonna remember that last name. Seimin blah 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 blah. I've never heard of him. I'm sure you haven't. He was born in a famed blah 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 family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it is written in the Records of Fate. Huh. As brilliant as Seimin was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the Rite of Resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidding ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Hanzhou in Edo. The Records of Fate are the writings Seimin recorded on the road to Edo. I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself. The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimi's specialty. The Taizen Fuken... Yeah, I did not say that right. Ritual. A means of communicating with the afterlife. It uses soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called. Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed. Thus, it is thought the only ones who could use it are those with ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So the Rite of Resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. Ugh. The contents written in the Records of Fate end there. Oh, well, that doesn't help us. There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stones? There's nothing written about them in the Records of Fate. The curse stones are separate from the Rite of Resurrection. Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. Huh. That's similar to what Mio said, actually. Yeah, how are the 7 mysteries related to the rite if it's not in the, Fate of Records? Or Records of Fate? Excuse me, Mr. Arashi? What is it, Miss Kurosuzu? Ooh. There's a U there, not an O. You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the Rite of Resurrection and the origin of the 7 mysteries of Hanzhou are related somehow. What proof did you have for that? You really know your stuff. What about that? That was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines. Oh, really? It was just nonsense then. Not exactly. Rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There is a basis for it. And that is, well, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple of students so passionate about this. Oh my god, he's gonna tell us all the secrets. Thank you. There is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the records of fate. It was just after Seimin arrived in Hanzhou. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the... Oh. Interesting. A conflict over resurrecting the dead? I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead, and there was the 9 mysteries. Oh, things are connecting. That is the only remaining reference. 9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual? I call this tragedy the Hanzhou incident, and it has long been a subject of my... Ooh, that's his research! And I suspect that this Hanzhou incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Hanzhou. That makes sense. So what you're saying is, the resurrection ritual at the root of the Hanzhou incident is Seimin's rite of resurrection. Yes, that is how the record of fate ties everything. Interesting! To put it in chronological order, first Seimin brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point Seimin was likely using a different name. Then in Hanzhou, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Hanzhou incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. And that's why it's like those mysteries, like it's folklore. That's generally what folklore is, it's retellings of stories. So they didn't want this to be there, so they made shit up. Eventually it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known. Yep. So there is basis for like each folklore. That's more or less the course of events. So that's how... Blah, blah, I don't know what happened. Then, if I'm getting this right, the 7 mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite. And there's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are? Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the curse stones. Resentful memories. Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then you obtained your curse stone. You would have had a resentful memory imprinted into your mind. Oh, I did! Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Hanzhou incident. Broadly speaking, they involve dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries, thus gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together. It will reveal once and for all what happened during the Hanzhou incident. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Mio, should I? Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. Okay, Mr. Arashi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. And then I tell him. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival? Interesting. It's not that one then. Not that one? What do you mean? Among the 9 victims at the Hanzhou incident, that is to say, the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Seimin himself? Or so I suspect. Oh, excuse me, I'm just sneezing. I think having my window open is just causing everything to come in here. Seimin himself? Huh? Seimin was one of the victims at the Hanzhou incident too? Meaning a Anmoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo? The most powerful curse has to be him. Right. It would make sense that the curse stone tied to a curse echo like that would be special. Is it the canal one? I swear to God, it has to be the canal one. The power of a curse stone is different based on the curse echo? Mio. Then maybe with Seimin's curse echo we could... Yes, we may be able to settle this whole situation. Hey, what are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing, sorry. Mr. Arashi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I've learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What are they about? First, the Foot Washing Mansion. And Anmayo... Hang on, I need to figure out how that's pronounced. Give me a second, because that keeps popping up. How do you pronounce... on my Yuji? I can't even spell it. Let's see. Where is it? What? Anmyoji? Anmyoji? Ooh, I'm not saying that right. But... And Anmyaji appears distinctly in this one. Okay. Really? And not Seimin, I'm afraid. A female Anmyaji who sought the right of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance! The old lady. The old lady wants to become young again. I bet you the old lady wants to become young again. Like, it's, oh, interesting. And they also, oh, hang on. Like, they also called her a witch. Has she been around for longer than we think? Her legs, which had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seimin. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use. Yeah, it's the foot washing one, so you just have to listen. And that's been the only weird curse where you had to, like, go into the options and shut the sound off. That detective did well to escape this one. So a female Amyaji, and a rival of Seimin, was involved in the Hanjo incident. That certainly is interesting. Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead, the right of resurrection. Precisely. This man, Jinkichi, must have been in contact with Seimin. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed, and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire. Shit, I want that knowledge too! Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take measures of my own. Another thing, yes? You never really finished about the trigger for all of this was. I don't know. Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you? It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fate, right? How did you really get a hold of the Records of Fate? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry. What are you talking about? Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Najima murders from 20 years ago.
Everything.
Oh, thank you for the follow, POV. Thank you. What? Something so terrible will happen? I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. Are you French because I fell for you? I have not heard of that one. That is good. That is very good. I'll do anything in my power to stop it. Mr. Arashi, please, tell us everything you know. I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. I feel like he's lying. The truth is, I was given the records of fate by a woman. It's the old woman. It is the old woman. It is the old soap woman. I knew it. I knew it. A woman. Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what... You didn't see the person who gave it to you? 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice. A woman's voice. It said, I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the right of resurrection held within its pages. No, she has to be it. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month. Yeah, isn't there something about, to like keep curses and spirits and stuff alive? You have to keep talking about it? Because if you stop talking about it, like, they will go away and die themselves. It's that old soap woman. It has to be. And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet. 1 month. She specified the time period. I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted it so badly to verify its authenticity. I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then. Must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curses. Yes! To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this. Hence I went public with the records of fate. Haihaku and occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me. Haihaku, see? The soap place? Haihaku? As in Haihaku soaps? Right, I mean, no. That's not possible. No, that's not important, just personal business. After that, I waited, trying to predict what would occur in the month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Very well, I've told you this much. I may as well give you one more thing. Thank you. What might it be? About Seimon's records of fate. Okay. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Records of Fate Yin Scroll. Shit, we don't have all the papers. A continuation. Actually, a section written in Seimon's own hand was appended to the manuscript, according to which, after the Hanzhou incident, Seimon lamented such a calamity taken place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Hanzhou incident were turned into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of... Okay, we need to find the scroll. Really? Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information is inaccurate? If Seimon died in the Hanzhou incident, then he couldn't have written the addendum. That's correct. You really don't get it, do you? Huh? Am I wrong? Have you forgotten the ability Seimon possessed? Yes? Of course not. He could use the right of Oh! You're telling me Seimon used it on himself? He resurrected himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when soul dregs are gathered together. Then is it not possible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Seimon. What? They died in the Hanzhou incident for their soul dregs? That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now. That's why I need the resentful memories to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Records of Fate are supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Records of Fate, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seimon's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. Someone is related. It seems that over their long history, the 2 documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family's line branched. Seaman had descendants? So there's someone out there related to him by blood, even now? Yes, in fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known... Do I still have that pronunciation up? Meow, meow. Omijo... To begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they weren't even aware of what they had, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll. I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Records of Fate Yin Scroll, Seaman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse in the right, yes? Yes, that's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you two find anything out... If you find out anything about the other resentful memories or the Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. Okay, interesting, interesting. Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help. If you bring me more useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. I mean, hey, we're getting good grades and saving the world? Hell yeah. Or, I guess saving this town, not really the world. So, we've learned a lot. So to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the right of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Records of Fate Yin Scroll may have information we want, since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it. Right. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation. But even Mr. Arashi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it? Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curses is involved too. Right. So Mio, what are we gonna do next? Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Tatsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Records of Fate Yin Scroll. Mr. Tatsumi might know more about it. Should we go back to the school then? Yeah, that's our point of contact after all. Whoever is behind that voice that gave Mr. Arashi the Records of Fate, that must be the mastermind, don't you think? And yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary. Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know. Then let's catch them and make them spill the beans. I thought you'd say something like that. Really? I guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now. I understand. I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice, but I'm also interested in the female Onijo Emoji, who is a rival of Seaman. I'm interested in that too. Oh, that reminds me, Neo. You know what's nearby here, don't you? Oh, you mean where Michio... Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways. I'm sure it must be hard to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me. Yako? Yeah? When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too? Yeah, I left some flowers before going to the school. Why? Did anything seem different that day? What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it, that day, I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it. I see. That's all I was wondering about, thanks. Huh? Excuse me, you girls over there. Oh, we took his. Never mind, we good. We took his shit. Whoa! Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention. And who might you be? The person in the van? was a young man and a young woman. Yutaro and that, I think, Ayame? I wonder if that's them. I'm Yutaro Namagaki. I should probably tell you, until yesterday, I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up. A curse bearer? Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion. I also have the sound still shut off, so you can't get me. The foot washing mansion. So you're the one Inspector Tatsumi was talking about. Ah, you already know Inspector Tatsumi? That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, hey! You're... in the driver's seat. I was right. Yako? Yes? Wait, what? Just now, was I doing something? Is Michio possessing Yako? Sorry, Mr. Namagaki. What might be the matter? Right. I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me, if you have a little time? Discuss something with us? You were talking about Michio Shirashi, right? It's related to that. Huh? I'm sure you would learn a few things yourself. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge. Something rubs me the wrong way about this, but he mentioned Michio. What should we do? I think we need to go to the school first to drop off her information in case something bad happens. Sorry, but there's something we have to take care of. We'll have to pass. Look how pissy he looks. Is that so? Well, that's too bad. I'm in no rush. I'll be waiting at Ryogoku Bridge if you change your minds. I have to go with him. I have to go with him. It's not letting me continue. We're gonna, run through this real fast. Let's go talk to him. I hope we don't die. Well, I suppose we may as well hear what it is you have to say. Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere? I swear to God, if we die... So, what did you want to discuss with us? Let's see, how do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your curse stones to bring Michio Shirashi back from the dead. What? It's why I was pursuing the rite of resurrection in the first... Because he felt bad he killed her? Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you this. Well... I'm sorry this is all so sudden. I still don't understand why you would want this. What exactly is your relationship to Michio? Well, we met briefly once, when I hit her with my car. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Right. Well, it would be great if we could bring Michio back, but we've already decided not to use the rite of resurrection. Is that... See, I don't like this guy. That's so. It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul dregs for you if you gave me your curse stone, you know? We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop this curse. I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll just have to give it up on some curse stones. Thank you for understanding. Where did Yako go? Where did Yako go? Ew. I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michio back? Yako? Oh no. Did she go off somewhere while we were talking? Where did that child go? No. Are they going to team up? Are they going to team up? Oh my god. Hello, Pygmy. Welcome, welcome. Finally caught up to you. I don't know if you noticed me following you or not, but leading me to a secluded place? You've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your curse stone. Either you hand it over, or I'll have to take it by force. Look at that face! What? Why are you... No, no, no. She's here again. I don't Michio has to be possessing Yako. And, like, somehow fucking with these people's heads. Wait, he did kill her. It was just an accident. I swear, I didn't mean it. That's why I was trying to bring you back. You're already? Too late? That's one of the endings? Are you kidding me? That's one of the endings? Well, we got one ending, I guess. It's not the good ending, but we got one. Interesting. It won't let me skip this, by the way. I tried. After this, Najima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. And from that day on, Yako Sakazaki was never heard from again. Ending 1, Michio's Grudge. Interesting. And I just got like a trophy that said, Yako's ending. We are super close to being done with this game, I think. Let's... My throat is kind of killing me, but... I can't end here, but my throat... I mean, we're gonna be playing this tomorrow, but... Let's call it there, actually. I don't know how much longer this game is, but I do need to rest my voice. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. So it's not the 4 hours, but we're close to the end. We will push to finish tomorrow. We absolutely have to finish tomorrow. Like 100% we have to finish this tomorrow. There is so much. There was so much information we gathered this this stream. So much. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, rest my voice, relax for a bit, and then we'll continue tomorrow. And we will try to finish it. If we don't finish it Sunday, which I'm pretty sure we can finish it, we will finish it Monday. So it will be finished soon. Is it possible to finish next stream? Give me 2 seconds. Oh yeah, we're close to the end. Because I'm still at the part where I had to look something up so I could activate the next scene. So yeah, we are like right at the end. And I'll also look up how many endings there are. I'll do that right now. It doesn't give me how many endings there are. But it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 8 more things left. Oh, hello, Soul. Welcome, welcome. Wanted to spread positivity. I bet you're a very good streamer who makes people happy and brighten people's days. I bet your community is very happy to have you as their streamer, and you deserve all the support you get. Aw, thank you, Soul. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I was playing a horror game, but I'm actually going to be ending it. Ending stream very soon. I just wanted to look into some more information since we'll be finishing the game tomorrow. For sure, we're going to finish it tomorrow. But let's see if there's anyone who is streaming right now. I feel like not a lot of people stream. I say this all the time. Not a lot of people stream on Saturdays when I stream. Is anyone streaming? Not really. Okay. I really need to find more people so then I can raid into them. But yeah, I think it was a good stream, guys. We'll pick it up tomorrow. I will see everyone tomorrow. Maybe we'll start an hour early so then we can get like a good 3 hours in or so. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope everyone has a good day. Bye-bye.